Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a great week and you're ready for a fantastic weekend this weekend. I know I am. I'm cruising on, well, Monday, so I'm flying out on Sunday. As I always say, fly out that day earlier. And what a week we've had in the news, especially two stories. And they've been bad stories so far, but there's some good news that's come out of one of them, so let's talk about that right after this. The first story that hit this week was with the Jackson family, who were told that one of the ladies who was 25 weeks pregnant would not be allowed to get on the cruise, and because that's past policy for all cruise lines is 24 weeks, and she was 25 weeks and she was not allowed to get on, even though they tried for the person at the desk tried for over a half hour to get permission to allow her to cruise. The other 9 members of the family were allowed to go on the cruise, but they chose not to. Disney has said that they are refunding the family the entire cost of the cruise, not the airfare or hotel stay or anything like that, but they are refunding what Disney is responsible for, because they didn't book the airline and everything or the hotel through Disney. So they're refunding the entire 10 people, their family, which really they don't have to do at all, because the other 9 people could have gotten on the cruise. So of course the Jackson family, they don't say that their problem isn't with the fact that they couldn't get on. They understand the policy. That wasn't the issue. The issue was how they were treated in the terminal once this all happened, saying, and I quote many times, treated like garbage, treated like second-class citizens, and treated like trash. I've watched the video numerous times that they've posted myself. I don't see treated like garbage anywhere in the videos, but I'm not there the entire time. There could be an hour of footage that we don't see in the video, so we don't really know. All we know is that Disney came out and they said that they've reviewed the situation. They say the Miami-Dade police, which is the force that guards the ports, it's not Disney security, it's the Miami-Dade Police Security Force that guards ports, said they acted responsibly and in the exact situation that they should have, considering the family's attitude and what they did. So we don't know exactly what that means. So it's again a he said, she said kind of story. The good news is they're getting that cruise money back. The bad news is, a young family did not get to go on their Disney cruise. But that part was on them, because yes, 24 weeks is clearly stated on all cruise lines policies, and so it was their mistake. And that's FYI, that's one of the reasons, use a travel agent. And the second news story that came out this week was the construction cruise on the Norwegian Sun, a 14-day Panama Canal, some people's dream of a lifetime cruise. They're not cheap to do. If anyone ever prices those out, a 14-day Panama Canal cruise is not cheap. So I know of one family that spent $70,000 on that cruise to go. So that just gives you a rough idea how much that is. In Canadian dollars, that's like, what, $1 million? So I just want to say that's not great. And if you don't know what happened, they decided, as the cruise was heading to Los Angeles for a dry dock, it was going to undergo about 2.5 weeks of dry dock before it continues on to its next itineraries. And someone decided that they were going to refinish the decks and some areas on the ship. And not just some areas, like the whole pool area and jogging tracks, and basically at any given point you could be denied access to the main deck of the pool area. And bars were closed, restaurants were closed, dust was everywhere, fumes were everywhere, noise, etc., etc. And of course, if you paid all that money for that cruise, you would be very upset. The people started complaining the minute they got back. They opened up a Facebook page, and the reason they did that was because they were upset with Norwegian's offer. Norwegian offered them a 25% future cruise credit, good until March of 2019. And yeah, if I would have had to undergo constructions on a 14-day cruise, I still wouldn't be happy with no 25%. Even if they gave me the 25% money back, I still would be very upset because, you know, do you ever want to sail with Norwegian after an experience like that? Because they knew in advance this was going to happen. Why did they not tell people in advance and say, you know, would you like to change your cruise or anything like that? Because this didn't happen 2 days before the cruise. This had to be scheduled months in advance. Otherwise, it couldn't have been done, because construction doesn't happen at the drop of a hat. Good news for everybody on the Norwegian Sun, and from out of Norwegian, I guess the bad press finally is really catching up to them. I know numerous travel agents who have complained to the company directly. Websites everywhere have picked up on the story, news medias, and now Norwegian has come out and saying that they are going to offer everybody a 100% future cruise credit all the way up until 2023. So a huge difference from what they originally offered. So good news out of there. Good on Norwegian for finally stepping up and doing the right thing, because what they did was wrong. There's no two ways about it, and they admit it was wrong. They underestimated the scope of the construction that was going to be done on the ship. When you look at it on paper, if you're somebody in head office and you just say, oh, we're gonna, you know, refinish some of the decks, well, yeah, okay, well, we'll refinish, you know, 20 feet here and then 20 feet the next day. It can look totally different to a person sitting in an office than a construction manager who knows exactly what is involved. Good news, everybody's going to get that 100% credit. They have all the way up to 2023, and that changes the story to a disappointing cruise with a happy ending, as opposed to a disappointing cruise with a really disappointing ending. So at least we have that good news going into this weekend, and I can finally report some good news going into my cruise this week. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see that cruise videos that's coming out, I'm on the Royal next week, and I'm so looking excited. Do I look excited? I think I look excited. I am so excited for it, and I can't wait to show you guys all the fun we're going to have. And that's coming up next week, or probably the week after, because, you know, internet on the ships are really slow. It's hard to download anything. If you did like this video, you want to see those videos, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. Because I will.